This is Subalakshmi, Assistant Professor, Department of Commerce CA, SFR College, Savagasi. So once again I am very happy to view all through this video. So in this video we can see about the barriers to communications. So let's see. So today's videos is about communication in management. So why effective communication is essential for the successful teamwork and decision making. So in any organizations, not only organization but also for our personal life. So stay tuned to learn some simple and useful insights. So first we know about what is communications. So communication is nothing but it is the way of exchanging the informations or ideas or thoughts and also our feelings between a sender and a receiver to create a shared understanding. The main important thing is understanding. So through proper communication, we share the information in an understandable manner. So it involves sending messages like instructions, feedbacks and updates also. Receiving messages and the most important thing, understanding and responding appropriately. So in the understand, it is a very important concept in the communications because many communications are lack due to the lack of proper understanding of the shared informations. So type of communication, we all know that the various types of communications, it includes a verbal, non-verbal, written, visual, listening. So verbal is nothing but the spoken words, the conversations between the two peoples and the presentations in such other manner. So the non-verbal communication means other than words, just like a body language, facial expressions, eye contact and also our posters also. So the next one is the written communications. It is nothing but a written through emails, letters or in any other reports. Visual means images, charts and maps. So listening is also a type of communications. It includes active listening, focused engagement to understand what conveyed messages. So the next one is coming to our topic, barriers in communications. So with the proper communications, we understand what we communicated with the others. So there are some barriers to communications. Barriers means there is obstacles that prevent the messages from being sent, received or understood correctly between the peoples. So these barriers can lead to misunderstanding, confusion or incomplete communications. So this confusion is arisen mainly because of the barriers in communications. So types of barriers. These are some of the common type of barriers. It includes the language barriers, physical barriers. Noise is also a barriers also. So emotional barriers, cultural barriers, technological and information overload barriers. So we can see the one by one. The first one is the language barriers. So this occurs when people speak different languages or use unfamiliar words which are not known to all. These are not a common words. So misinterpretation happens because the receiver cannot understand the messages clearly. For example, one person speaking in Tamil and the other person don't know Tamil, he only knows English. For this time the language barrier occurs. So the next one is physical barriers. Sometimes the physical barriers also leads to confusions. So it may be caused by distance or any physical obstacles like noise, climate, devices, wrong medium and the time and distance. So it includes closed doors, poor seating arrangements and even long distance also. For example, a person talked to someone in a noisy factory or far away. So this lead to physical barriers. So the next one is the noise barriers. It includes any external sounds or disturbance that interrupt the communications. It prevents the listener from hearing the messages properly. He cannot properly hear the messages. Examples are traffic noises or loud musics. So the next one is emotional or psychological barriers. So the emotions or mental states also affect the communication. So feelings like anger, stress, fear, so jealous or any other sadness can stop the people from understanding messages correctly. For example, when a person is angry, they may ignore what the other person is saying. So the next one is a cultural barrier. So differences in culture, beliefs, values and traditions also affect the communications. The same messages may be interpreted differently in different countries, just like a hi. So for example, certain gestures may be polite in one country but rude in another countries. So this leads to misunderstanding. So the next one is a technological barrier. So problems with communication devices or technology leads to the technological barriers. It includes a poor network, microphone issues or any other software problems. Here are some of the examples of poor network issues during online meetings. So the next one is information overload barrier. Sometimes overloading information to someone causes barriers in the communications. So too much of information is given at one time. So the receiver becomes confused and cannot process the messages. For example, a teacher explaining many topics quickly without any passes. This leads to information overload. So the next one is how we have to overcome these barriers in the communications. So we must overcome these barriers. Without these we cannot exchange any informations or ideas. So we must overcome the barriers. So the first one is use simple and clear languages. So avoid complex words so that the messages is easy to understand. So the next one is improve listening skills. So pay attention to the speakers and avoid interrupting. The third one is reduce noise and distractions. So communicate in a quiet and a comfortable environment. The fourth one is use appropriate communication channels. So choose the right method such as face-to-face or phone or email. So the next one is the control emotions. So stay calm and respectful during the communications. So the next one is be aware of cultural differences. So respect different beliefs, values and also the communication styles. So the next one is use visual aids if needed. So we have to use the pictures, charts or examples to explain the messages clearly. So overall, concluding the topic. Communication barriers can cause misunderstanding and confusions between the peoples. So these barriers may arise due to the language, noise, physical distance, emotions, culture and even technology also. So identifying and reducing the barriers help in clear and effective communications. So using simple language, active listening and proper channels improves the communications. So overall, effective communication happens when barriers are recognized and minimized. So with these few words, I conclude my topic. So communication is needed for every organizations. So with these few techniques, we have overcome the barriers and make an effective communication in your organizations. Thank you for watching this video.